All right, Chucklers, thank you so much for watching that final episode of Chuckle Sandwich, the Chuckle Dungeon episode. We hope you really enjoyed it. I know that Charlie here put a lot of work into preparing that for us. We did a lot of work to try to make it seem special for you guys. And, thanks so much for listening to Chuckle Sandwich. Jschlatt had to leave for a flight at the end of that episode, and we didn't really get a chance to kind of say what we wanted to for the end of the podcast. So we're here after the Christmas recording a couple weeks ago that you guys watched, and we are going to say some final stuff. Would anyone... I don't know how to do this, but this is the last things that we're going to say at the end of Chuckle Sandwich. So, I don't know. Charlie, would you like to?
I'll go. Chucklers. This is the last chuckle. It's it. That's it. That's all she wrote. This is the last time you're ever going to laugh listening to any of us again. Especially with whatever Ted and Tucker are going to be up to after. I think they're going to be kind of hard to come by. But on a real note, every YouTuber has videos that they can look back on and be proud of. And, it's great when you make, you pour your heart and soul into one little thing, and that can kind of live in its own bubble. But it's just one video. And there's been multiple years that we've poured into Chuckle, hundreds of episodes. And this is the only project, I think, that I've worked on for such a long time that I can look back on and recall nothing but good memories. Which, again, I can't really say about much of the other huge things I've been a part of. And Chuckle is that one thing that I can look back on. We closed it up real nice, wrapped it up in a nice Christmas present for you all, and I can say in full confidence that it's something that I'm genuinely proud of. And I'm very grateful for all of you for coming along on that ride for the 4 years that we had. And I don't love you, but I do appreciate you, and that's all from me.
That was really sweet. Okay. Man. Geez, this is, honestly, I haven't been on the podcast for real in 100 or more fucking episodes,
Maybe 96 because of all the Christmas episodes.
Okay. Maybe not. Oh, well, then it's not as bad as I thought. I never, looking back on this whole thing, this whole podcast, I don't think I'm ever going to, this is going to sound weird. I don't think I'm ever going to look back on it like it was a podcast. I think, especially you, Jschlatt, and you, Ted, we've kind of known each other for what is now getting to be a pretty crazy long time through the good shit and the not so good shit. Yeah. And I don't think I'll ever forget what it was like that you invited me to something like this, Ted, and I'll never take for granted the fact that we've been able to keep talking to each other and keep laughing and keep doing stuff like this. And so I think, I think that my hope is that even without Chuckle Sandwich, that I can stay close with you guys, because this really, Jschlatt's right. This is one of the few things that I can look back on with pretty much nothing but fond memories. We were watching just the clip of the Christmas episode earlier. And I loved doing stuff like that, not for the viewers or whatever, but honestly just to make you guys laugh, because I've been lucky enough to call you both my friends. Jschlatt, I think that despite, you having a very spiky exterior, online and stuff. I genuinely think that you have one of the kindest hearts inside that I've ever seen, and I know you hate it when it shines through a little bit and when I find out about what you're actually doing, but I hope that you get to keep doing what actually brings you joy and what brings light into your life. And I think you're on your way to doing that. And that makes me really, really happy to see. And Ted, I hope you know that I will never take for granted how much you are always extending a hand or friendship to me or making sure that I feel included or heard or part of something. It seriously really, really means the world.
Oh man, fuck you. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So I love you guys to death.
Jesus.
I really, really do. So, I am very, very grateful. I probably said this on the episode, but I'm very, very grateful that you guys asked me to come back for that finale. It meant a lot to me, and I made that, I toiled away at that, not because I wanted it to be good for whoever the fuck was watching, because I really wanted it to be good for you guys. So,
thank you, Charlie. I mean,
for this. Yeah,
you're the best, dude.
No, I love you guys. I really do.
You too, Charlie.
Yeah. Whoever's watching, you guys are fine too. Whoever's watching this.
Fuck, man, you one-upped me. Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, I told you. I was serious.
Thanks, dude.
I was serious. I really mean it.
Shit.
I really mean it. And Tucker, I know that I don't know you,
don't
as
worry
well
about it.
As well as this guy. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. But it really meant a lot to me when we did Chuckle Dungeon, and you brought fucking nothing but your A game, dude. I thought you absolutely crushed it in every way.
I tried very hard.
So yeah, I hope that your guys' podcast, and Tucker, I hope everything you do is literally nothing but successful, man. I hope you get everything you want in life.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Tucker, would you like to say something?
Sure. So I started working on Chuckle in 2021. I had freshly gotten out of the Marine Corps with just a high school diploma. I was freshly engaged. I had been listening to a couple of the early single-digit episodes while I worked for my dad, mowing lawns and blowing leaves. And I moved in with my wife, or then who became my wife, and Ted, my high school best friend, and we stayed in touch all throughout, Ted's college, my Marine Corps. We stayed in touch, and Ted offered me a job making clips and highlights. YouTube Shorts didn't even exist at the time, making highlights for Chuckle Sandwich as kind of a college job. And I was fully intending to apply for just a part-time position at Home Depot to make ends meet while I put myself through school. And Ted offered me the job, which was monumental in allowing me to start a family and make some money while getting my education. And I'm forever grateful for that. And not only only a year later, due to some circumstances that happened, I was promoted to be on the show and making some more money, which was, instrumental in getting me off the ground in both content and financial freedom, and allowing my wife and I to, get going in life. And, we're 3 or 4 years later now, and, Ted and I are starting our own project, and I've been streaming successfully all year, making YouTube videos, and just meeting tons of great people, meeting Jschlatt and Charlie, who I never would have met through this. And, thanks to you guys for getting Chuckle Sandwich off the ground, because if it never got off the ground, then my life would look completely different than it does now. I wouldn't be on this camera. I wouldn't be using this microphone. I wouldn't be using these monitors. I wouldn't be using this computer or this Go XLR if it wasn't for the three of you. Especially Ted, though, credit where credit's due. Ted is my best friend, and he's pulled me up into this world and allowed me to do whatever I want, really. And now, we're looking to a new chapter. I couldn't be more excited, and I couldn't be more proud of his empathy, his generosity, and his friendship. And I just want to thank all of you guys. So thank you.
Damn. Oh, Fuck you, man. That was nice. Oh,
it's been life-changing. So
well, thank
it
you.
really has.
Oh, I guess it's my turn to say something. I mean, I knew when I saw all the stuff that Charlie and Jschlatt were doing, like in my experiences with them in the years prior, and just in like, just how absolutely funny and like talented they were, that I was like, I want to do something where I can assure that I will be able to continue to be friends with these people and be able to continue working with them. And so I pitched Chuckle Sandwich to these guys, being like, sort of like I'm a big proponent of friendship preservation projects. I think I'm realizing, because I did the same thing with Tucker, where we had like a fucking, we were playing our project where we were playing through all of
the Halo campaigns
on Legendary was like our, like, so when he was in the Marines and I was in college, that was like what we would do. And so
every month we would see each other online, at least at a minimum.
Because it's hard sometimes when you have like a mostly remote relationship with people on like staying in touch and stuff like that. And me being out in LA and being away from a lot of the world that I grew up with, it's like it's an important thing to me. But I'm so glad that Charlie and Jschlatt, you guys took a chance on my ability to like pull something like this together, and I'm so appreciative of you guys bringing your whole selves into this project and giving your comedy and your work ethic and just your enthusiasm for something like this, because it's hard, to do a group project in the first place. It's because it's just a lot of, but you guys have always, been willing to, you guys were all willing to come out to LA. I mean, even in the later ends, it was a little hard to get Jschlatt out to LA, but I mean, he still came out, and we kept him happy into the end. And I'm pretty happy about that. I think we did a good job, Tucker. Don't you think we did a pretty good job?
We did a great job.
That was just fantastic that it went as well as it did.
Yeah, no,
honestly.
I think that our last Chuckle Week was the most successful, least Jschlatt problem Chuckle Week that we had, which I was very happy about. We had a theory. Tucker and I had a theory. We were like, if we just get him, or if
we can't let him get a hotel.
We
because
can't
we
let
need
him
to have
go
eyes
away
on him at all
somewhere
times.
else. If we get him around all the time, then he can keep him
we
as
can
happy
ensure he's having
as
a
can
good
pump him full of serotonin.
Do you know what it was like too, having like the most wonderful Chuckle Week and then watching you drink that entire disgusting potion I made and being like, oh God, he's gonna have a miserable fucking time now.
I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
I don't know why you did.
There was probably the fireball.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I'm just so pleased that we were able to just finish this project, that I was able to pull Tucker in and be able to basically assure that like my best friend isn't going to be too busy to do anything, because he's going to be fucking working with me the whole time. And yeah, I mean, I think that in many ways, like, I don't know what would have happened if we didn't do Chuckle Sandwich. I don't know if we would have grown apart. Like in a lot of the context of those years, a lot of us, like all three of us, were doing very different content and stuff, and like sort of. I mean, I think Jschlatt and you and Charlie kind of collabed a little bit more than I did with either of you. But I mean, I don't know. I'm very pleased with how it went, and I feel like at where things stand right now. I mean, comparing where we were when we started Chuckle Sandwich, we weren't all that close, but we liked each other. And now I feel like as Chuckle Sandwich ends, I feel that at the closest that I've been with either of you that I've ever been, especially with Charlie moving out to LA, and then like when I came out there to New York, Jschlatt, and we hung out, like I definitely felt like I was like, oh, okay, this is like, this isn't like a work friendship. These are my friends, Do you know what I mean? Like where there's like sometimes you have that with YouTube. And so that's really what I think I wanted from Chuckle Sandwich at the end of the day. And I'm really happy that it got to that point. And I'm so happy that, there's hundreds of thousands of people that like just, got to ride along for that journey with us. And that Charlie, you were willing to come back for all the Christmas episodes.
Of course.
Yeah, fuck yeah. It was a great project, and we fucking did it, guys. We fucking did it, and and now this will live on the internet forever. People will be able to listen to all the episodes of Chuckle Sandwich, and it's like this wonderful time capsule of a weekly period on a weekly basis of our lives, and just of different places we lived, and seeing us like grow like through our mid-20s.
Fuck, we're all halfway through.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
all
no,
like on the
25
tail end
plus
now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Charlie and I are about to turn 27. Tucker too. Schlatt, you're gonna turn like what, 14? But yeah, is there any other thoughts that people have before I do this? What I'm about? Oh, well, also, and remember, I got to say this because Tucker and I, we've got a new podcast that's coming out. The first episode will launch next week. Yes.
Next week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right on schedule.
Dancing.
Right on
dancing
schedule.
on
Right
our
on
grave.
schedule.
Dancing on our grave.
We're
right
not
now.
gonna let you guys.
You're spinning a sign on our grave.
That's what you guys taught me.
This is because, well, to be fair, this is Tucker's entire Chuckle Sandwich is most of Tucker's income right now. That's just why we're doing it this way.
I hope you know that I'm just
Okay,
poking.
Yeah.
just making sure it's
really
known
am.
though.
That's
that
not-
we're not-
no.
Keep
Big
that
risk.
fucking money printer going, baby.
Of course, dude. Of course.
but there's a new podcast that Tucker and I are starting that comes out next week. It's called Take It Easy. We'll hope that if you guys will listen to Tucker and I do a little bit of stuff with this new project, I think that's a project Tucker and I will do for, I don't even, it will be infinite years,
Indefinitely.
indefinite project that we'll do. And we really hope you guys will listen in for that.
You will be
Chucklers. But
It's not optional.
but yeah,
Well, shit. I feel like I'm the member of the group project that did no work for that final statement. But I echo everything that's been said. You guys are all extremely talented, great people, and I'm grateful to have worked with you alongside with you
Yeah.
for these years.
and we're all still going to collab
Of
too.
course.
It's not like
Oh,
we're like,
Yeah, we got
I
a
was
party at
gonna-
Schlatt's
I was
house
going to
next
say,
week,
I
I
look
think.
forward to more of it. I was going to say.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just. That was more for like the audience member who was like, "Are they gonna all not talk anymore?" Like,
No.
Oh.
no.
yeah.
I mean, I said what I wanted to say to you guys, but I guess to anyone watching this, whether that's when it comes out or a year from now or a couple years from now, I would say that the biggest takeaway from me from this experience that everyone watching this maybe could use is that kind of regardless of the stuff going on in your life or what's happening, I think you'll come to realize that no time is more valuable than the time you set aside to make a memory with your friends, especially, a special one like this over the course of years and years every week. So thank you guys for being a part of that. And that's all.
All right.
That's all I wanted to say.
Well, Chucklers, thank you all so much for listening to this podcast. And this has been Chuckle Sandwich.
Da-da.